What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts? Welcome to Track Talk, a part of the Lactic Acid Network. I'm your host, Dominique Smith. Today, I wanted to do something a little different. So, last year and probably in previous years, definitely in previous years, we've done something where I did recaps, daily recaps of the events that took place and what went down. Want to do something different, want to try something a little different. So instead of doing daily recaps, I'm just going to pick a few topics that stood out to me and we're just going to dive into them. So you're going to be getting videos like that. So please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as our Instagram page. That's where we'll be posting some content. We'll have the links for that later. But today, I wanted to talk about the Jamaican men, specifically in the men's 100, because it was so important that they did what they did. And I know that sounds so stupid. Like, oh, of course it was important. So let's back up. If you did not get a chance to see the race, if you didn't get a chance to check out the results, the Jamaican men went 1 and 2, gold and silver in the men's 100. And so we're going to talk about the importance of that because it is really impactful and important and it changes some things. I believe in changing some things. Oblique Seville took home the gold medal, 977, and then you had Kashane Thompson finishing with the silver medal in 982, Noah Lyles 989 for bronze. And that's important that the two of them won. Now, for me personally, I thought Kashane Thompson was going to win, and I'll keep it real with you. I think brother went too hard in the semifinals. He and Kenny Bednarik kind of got into a race, ran a fast time, ran 1086, if I'm not mistaken, was the time in that semifinal, but it was so fast. I'm like, why are they racing? You have the finals, but that is neither here nor there. It is big time that it happened the way it did, and I think it's even more important that Oblique Seville won that race. I said on this show, I have said it almost like a broken record. I'm getting tired of saying it. I said he is the next big thing. Y'all Jamaicans can vouch for me. Y'all know I said it. And I believed it at the time because he was running some remarkable times and he was doing some incredible things. And so it was just obvious to me that once he got to that big stage, he was going to ball out. It took some time. It took some time. Because Shane Thompson, I still think a gold is coming. I really do. He's just too talented and he's still learning. Now, the mistakes that he made last year at the Olympics, you could see that he tied up at the end this year because he had a great start. He was winning the race, but he left a window for Bleak Seville to come and take it. And Seville had a good start. Kenny Bednarik did not have a good start, which really affected his race. I didn't think he would win, but I definitely thought he would medal. And then that left the door open for Noah Lyles, and we know that his finish is far better than his start. So, with that being said, I want to stick to it. I'm going to get to the no aspect in a second because I think it was important based on a comment that Noah made, based on the question that he was asked. I want to be fair. We're all about fairness on this channel, we're all about fairness on this show. Oblique Seville winning, it bodes well for Jamaica in the future. And it's not to say that Team USA will not have something to say about it. It won't say that at all. It is going to be a dogfight every time everyone lines up. Noah Lyles is going to be back. Christian Coleman, you got these new crop of sprinters as well. Kenny Bednarik. Gosh, there's going to be so many people that line up that want to avenge the loss from this year's World Championships. But Oblique Seville winning was important because it gives him confidence on the big stage. He has come up short. The races we thought that he would win, how we thought he would win them, we thought it would be in dominant fashion, but he's come up short. I mean, Shane Thompson has the medal. He has the silver medal. He won the silver medal last year. But with Seville, it's like, when is he going to do it? When is he going to win? He will win races down in Jamaica against elite competition. Remember, he's beaten Noah Lyles. This is what, the third time that he's beaten Noah Lyles? And then it just did not manifest itself into a medal when it got to global competition, specifically at the major championships. But because he's so young, because he's still learning how to race, because he is coached by the great Glenn Mills, who was the legendary Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, the greatest of all time when it comes to the track side of it. That's a different argument that we will get into when it comes to the overall GOAT of track and field. he's got so much working for him. And everybody who is competing in sports or just anything when it comes to competition, when it comes to making yourself better, you just gotta win one. You just need that little bit of confidence. And now he knows how to race. Now he has the confidence that I can race in the big stage, but I could take that next step. And now that he has got the gold, obviously he has to prove it in Los Angeles in 2028, and that's going to be a tough feat. Let me tell you something right now. If the Jamaicans or even just one rolls into the United States in 2028, since the Olympics are here, and they win a gold, ooh, the kids, what's the song? Walk in your trap, take over your trap. It's going to be a misunderstanding, as the late great Bernie Mac said. It's going to be some furniture moving, but it is very possible, and it's going to be key to see how he develops, just to make sure this is not a fluke because he can't rest in this, but he has the system around him that will help him to continue to grow. So now you're shaking off the cobwebs. Now, if you can start consistently winning, if he can go and win the Diamond League, because there is no World Championship next year, if he can win the World Championship in 2027, listen, he's cooking with chicken grease because now we're not concentrating on winning. Now we're seeing how fast we can go. And that's the great thing about it. Now you have the confidence, you know how to do it, you get the monkey off of your back. Now, let's see how fast we can go. Because Shane Thompson, I still think he can win a gold medal. He just has to tie up some loose ends, and he's still young too. But the importance, and this is where I want to get into the aspect with Noah Lyles, he made a comment about how Oblique Seville was shaking in the call room, and I believe it was in the first round. This was something that he was asked. So Noah did not go out of his way, and I'm never going to disrespect Noah. You can feel how you feel about him. He's still an entertainer. He's still big time, and he has the pedigree to show for it. And it's gonna be cool in this 200. Listen, that's gonna be him and Tobago. Tobago, he had a false start, so he did not get a chance to compete in the final. He had a bad false start, but him and Noah is gonna be fun. So we'll get to that later. But I think now you have all this talking, all this talking, this trash talking back and forth. That's how you shut somebody up. You know what I'm saying? That's how you shut a bro up. And so this is just big because now you can't say anything for the most part, at least for this year. When it comes to Kashane Thompson, it's important that he took the silver. It's crazy. Jamaica goes gold, silver, and now it's like, is Jamaica back? They still have some work to do on the relays. Jamaica, don't come for me. It don't make no sense. In the United States, we're in the same boat that we should not be 1 and 2 when it comes to these relays because we can't get a freaking handoff right. And every Jamaican fan is saying what I'm saying. Every fan of the United States relay team is saying what I'm saying too. So with that being said, get the dang relays right. It's just entertaining for the fans. The fans supposed to see it. Me as a journalist, I want to see it, and we want to see that 2012 energy. But listen, even closer. You got to go back and look at the finals of the Olympics 4x1 because that was something to behold. Usain Bolt, Ryan Bailey on the anchor leg, Tyson Gay, Johan Blake on that third leg. Johan Blake won that one on that third leg. But it keeps the momentum going when it comes to track and field because track is better when the US and Jamaica are going back and forth. It is so much better. It is more entertaining, it is fun, and it brings a different edge. Now, the 100 and the 200 are already fun to watch, especially this 100. Jamaica has to do something with the 200. We'll see how well it does. But when it comes to just that rivalry, pushing each other to these fast times, nobody's catching Bolt when it comes to that 958. But it's about time we see a 9.6 at least. And this is how you do it. So for the confidence of a nation, you can go back to training and say, hey, our current comrade just did this. There is no excuse. The blueprint is set. The streak is broken. Now there is a Jamaican who is a world champion and then a silver medalist. So it bodes well with the confidence when it comes to training, when it comes to what is working, when it comes to how you should go about it. So it was a big time win. I was happy to see Oblique Seville win, and I think it was such a competitive race and how he won. He had to dig. But like I said, you make a mistake like Keyshawn Thompson made, it opens the door for anybody to come through, and that's what Oblique Seville did. He took advantage of his opportunity. Listen, I appreciate you guys. This was not meant to be long. These are not going to be long, but I want to hear from you. What was your reaction? What does this mean for Jamaican sprint, specifically the men's 100? And there's so much more to get to. You're going to hear a word from our sponsors as we close, but until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease. Hope you enjoy these world championships. Subscribe to our social media platforms on Instagram, Lactic Acid Podcast, TikTok, Lactic Acid Podcast, and here on YouTube as well. We'll catch you next time. Okay, everybody, I have to tell you about today's sponsors, our friends Heartwise Health LLC. Listen, I can tell you for myself, I've been working with them for a little over a year, and I am stronger, faster, PRing in all my races, and I'm coming for that marathon. Maybe. But if you want to feel the same joy that I feel, if you want to improve when it comes to exercise, when it comes to running, with the use of science-based technology, personal and customized training plans, you got to check them out. Heartwise Health LLC founders Tori Parkinson and Jocelyn Frock are ready to help you reach your full potential and whatever that might be. And listen, it is fall. The fall is approaching everywhere except Florida because we don't celebrate. But if you want to feel the love, the air of the change of the season with new PRs in your races, new goals that you can reach, they are doing something cool. So there's a big fall sale that's going on where you get 10% off an 8-week training program or virtual lactate threshold testing until November. So you can get a discount on being awesome. You're already awesome, but we're trying to take your game to the next level. Definitely be sure to check them out, especially if you are looking to do some great things in this racing season and in and out of racing season. And you can find them at Heartwise Health LLC. That's when it comes to their website, heartwisehealthllc.com. You can also find them on Instagram, Heartwise Health LLC. And without further ado, please enjoy the episode.